Hey guys, it's Ashley. It is 11:52. Why does this never work for me? Hey guys, it's Ashley. It is 11:53 and welcome to my reading rush vlog. My face is a little bit red because I just washed it, so just ignore that for now. We are about to start the reading rush, everybody. If you are new here, welcome. If you have never heard of the reading rush, in the next 7 minutes, let me explain. It's a week-long readathon where you try to read as many books as you can that follow the challenges of the year. This year, some of the challenges were to read a book with a purple cover, to read a book that you meant to read last year, to read a book with 5 or more words in the title, and so on and so on and so on. I decided sort of last minute that I was going to participate, and here I am. It technically starts on the 22nd, and today is the 21st, so at midnight it is going to start. I did go through and read the comments of my TBR video that I made. A lot of you overwhelmingly said you wanted a long vlog at the end of the week, so that is what you are going to get. Also this morning, I spontaneously decided that I was going to post on Instagram and ask you guys to pick the book that I was going to read first. And so I did a little poll kind of thing, and I tallied up all of the answers, and the one that won continuously, like I tallied throughout the day just to get sort of like a progress of like what was winning and what wasn't. The one that continuously won every single poll that I took and tally that I took was Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. Some may say that it is the biggest, probably most difficult book to read out of my group that I have for this readathon, but you know what? Start off with a bang, see where we go. If all else fails, I read Nimona and To All the Boys I've Loved Before in one day and everything's fine. It's also really hot in my room right now, so I just feel like my face is getting even redder, which is great. This is a great look, especially in contrast to these white walls behind me. Love it. So Vengeful covers the challenge of reading a book that you meant to read last year. Last year, Vengeful was one of my most anticipated releases, and I never got around to it, so this is my chance. It's 11:56, so we got 4 minutes to kill before I start reading. I'm actually off tomorrow. Tomorrow is one of my days off of work. I work 5 days a week, so tomorrow and I think Thursday are my days off. Tomorrow I actually do have a lot of stuff that I need to do, so I'm hoping that I can get it done relatively quickly and then be able to read for a lot of the time. I just want to prove to myself that I really can read all 7 of these books. I'm working full-time. I've got a shit ton of stuff to do. I just want to be able to read a bunch of books. All of my free time is going to be dedicated to completing this task, and that's all that's gonna matter this week. It's just reading all of these dang books. We got 2 minutes now. I'm just getting off of a cold, but I still have like this really, really annoying itch in my throat. Editing this is going to be a pain in the ass because it's literally just going to be talking and then all of a sudden I have a burst of coughing, and then talking and then I have a burst of coughing. So I'm gonna have to edit it all out, which is gonna be just so fun. I really have no idea what this book is about, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know where it takes place after Vicious. I don't know. I feel like I'm just going into a brand new book without having known anything beforehand, which is really not true because I read the first book. So I'm eager to know what is going to happen. 1 minute until the reading rush. Oh, it's 12. Oh look, now you can see my phone. So it is midnight, the reading rush has started, and I am going to read. We'll see how long I can get. I'm probably going to fall asleep around 1:30. That's usually what happens unless I'm watching YouTube videos, which has been the past like 2 weeks. I've just watched YouTube videos constantly, and I need to stop and be more productive with my life, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna stop talking so that I stop coughing, and I'm gonna get to reading. So I'll update you guys whenever I decide to update you again. Okay, bye. Good morning, everybody. Today is officially day 1 of the reading rush. Last night, I think I managed to get through 100 pages. Like I said, I passed out at like 1 a.m. so I only got like an hour of reading done. My dad actually came in and turned the light off for me because I fell asleep with the light on because I was so tired. I'm on page 114 of Vengeful right now, so I'm definitely hoping to get through a lot more of this today. I do have a few things that I need to do. Like I said yesterday, I have to do a assessment that might take me a few hours for a potential thing that might be happening that I'm not gonna share here because it is sort of personal. And then I might have to take some videos for like a campaign that I'm doing, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, okay, I'll talk to you guys later when I have more to update you on. So Bye. Hello again, everyone. There's a little bit of a breeze, so I hope the wind isn't making it too hard for you to hear me, but it is currently 3:15 right now, and I am sitting down to start reading again. Hopefully it won't start raining like it usually does in the middle of the afternoon in Florida. The breeze feels so nice out here, so I'm probably going to burn, which is not going to be good, so I'm going to need to put on sunscreen because the breeze is making me feel like it's not that hot, but in reality it's like 95 degrees and it's so freaking hot. So yeah. Anyway, you didn't come here to hear about the weather in Florida, you came to hear about where I was at in this book. So let me tell you, I'm 140 pages in. I think I'm doing pretty good so far, and I hope I can get through a good chunk of this, at least half of this book today. That is what my goal is. I just finished the part, if you've read this book, it goes, I think, in different sections. So the first section was talking about Victor, and then it was Sydney, and I just got done with Marcella's section. And I just have to say, if you've read this book and you know what I'm talking about, let me know down below. But I freaking love Marcella. Basically, this book is about people who are EOs, or extraordinary people, who when they die and are brought back to life because of some freak circumstance or whatever, they come back with these abilities based on the way that they died. And so Marcella, I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens, but basically she dies because of something. She comes back absolutely hating that person, and because of that can then cause anything that she touches to disintegrate if she thinks about it. And it is so glorious. I love a good, strong, badass female character. Oh my goodness, she is hellbent on revenge, and I'm so excited. I am having a problem because I read the first book like a few years ago, or a year or two ago. Did I read it last year? But I don't remember much about the characters from that book other than like Victor and Eli and Sydney. So I don't remember who Dominic is, but I'm about to go into his section and we're gonna see what happens. I'm thinking maybe I'll try to read as much of this as I can, and then tonight when I go in my bed before I go to sleep, I might try to read Nimona all the way through and make that like my book that I read in one place the whole time. That's my current plan. We'll see if that happens. So right now I'm probably gonna put some sunscreen on and get to reading. So I'll catch you guys later.
42,000 people are gonna see it. Look like Cody.
So my name's Cody Knuckles. I am a Dash of Ash's sis brother.
You're my sister.
And I love all you guys.
Aww.
Follow me on Instagram.
Oh my god.
Cody.Knuckles.
Do you even post anything on Instagram?
Look at how tall you are. I'm sitting down. I literally have to like cut off half my face just to get you in there.
Cody.
Update for you. I've got a big ass bag of jelly beans. Starburst jelly beans specifically. They're the better jelly beans. I'm almost done with this book. I started this book last night at midnight. My goal is to read 7 books this week, Mom.
You have a job, girl. Good work.
I've been reading all day since this afternoon. I'm on page 327. I don't know how many pages are in this book, but this shit is getting real. It's so good, Mom. I'm really, really glad that you guys picked this book for me to start first. I am flying through it. I just love it so much.
Isn't that typical considering how much you love the author?
Yes, V.E. Schwab, Victoria Schwab, whatever name you would like to call her, is the reason that I live. No, I'm not gonna go that far with it. She is so amazing. She is the author I aspire to be. I swear to God. No joke, Mom. Read one of her books. Literally, like her writing, her characterization, like I strive to write like her when I finish the book I'm working on. I think because I have so much little left in this book, I might just try to knock out the rest tonight. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, keep reading, update you guys later about how I feel about the actual book when there's not my mom around me to interrupt me. I'm gonna keep eating these jelly beans and hopefully not give myself a stomach ache.
You will.
Cheers. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. Just brushed my teeth. I'm finally laying down in bed to finish this book. Basically, my night kind of went like this. I started reading. My mom turned on The Bachelorette. I started watching it. I started getting sucked into it because you can't have The Bachelorette on and not get sucked into it. It's like as much as you don't want to like it, you end up just like captivated by it. So spent a lot of my time watching that. That she put on a different show that I sort of kind of watched. And then all the while I was trying to read in between commercials and while I wasn't paying attention, and I got pretty far. I have like that tiny little sliver of book left. It's currently 12:15, so I didn't actually finish this book in one full day, but you know what? I think I'm going to do my best to finish it right now. I think I open tomorrow at work, so I have to wake up early, but you know what? It's the reading rush, and we're just gonna deal with sleep deprivation. This book has gotten so good, and as much as I said that I loved Marcella in the beginning, I'm starting to not like her. I still do in a way like her, but a lot of the things that she's doing I don't like, and I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more after I finish the book, but for now I'm gonna keep my thoughts kind of like quiet until I actually finish, so hopefully I won't fall asleep before I end up finishing, so wish me luck. Okay, so I know I'm laying in the exact same position that I was in last night. Also, I know that my shirt blends in with my background and I look like I'm just a floating head right now. It is the next night. It is 11:30 at night and I just finished book 2 of the Reading Rush, Geekerella. I literally started this book at 2 o'clock this afternoon and I finished it at 11:30 and I worked all day. Okay, side note, it did get really slow in the store and I did break the rules when I brought my book into the fitting room because I was watching the fitting room for a really long time because there was nothing else to do. So I did read about 100 pages while I was working, which I shouldn't have done, but I did. But still, I would have stayed up an extra hour or two just to finish this because this was the cutest freaking book I have ever read in my life. Granted, a lot of the contemporary books that I have read have been the cutest books I've ever read in my life. Okay, for those of you who don't know, let me give you a better synopsis. So there is this girl named Elle and she is obsessed with this TV series called Starfield. Her dad is this creator of this Excelsicon and her dad's died and she lives with her stepmother and her evil stepsisters, which like immediately is Cinderella. And then there's this boy who is a famous actor and he is playing the main character in this adaptation, this new movie reboot. That's the word I was looking for. And basically something happens where they start talking and they don't know who they are to each other, and then they go to this Comic-Con thing together and they still don't know who each other is. They still don't know each other's identities yet. Literally everything I've ever wanted. It's like you know, they hate each other at first and then they love each other. It's not so much like enemies to lovers per se as it is just like, it's like a toned down version of that, but it's still so good. I hate that I waited this long to read this book, you guys. I love this so much. I don't know last night if I ever got around to talking about Vengeful. I think this morning I meant to vlog before I went to work and then I totally forgot, so I'm sorry about that. But I did finish Vengeful last night. It took me until like 1:30 in the morning to finish, so 2 days in and I've already finished 2 books, so I think I'm on a roll, you guys. For those who doubted me because I picked long fantasy books, I'm on a roll. Anyways though, I really loved Vengeful. So anyway, I loved Vicious, but I think I read it long enough ago that my initial reaction has kind of like faded a little bit and a lot of the detail has faded because I don't know which one I like more, but I definitely do love Vengeful. This story was so good. It was so good. V.E. Schwab has this way of making you hate a character and then somehow in some way feel some kind of sympathy for them. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but Eli is one of the like antagonists technically in this book, though the antagonist role is kind of tricky because they both view each other as antagonists. I don't know, it's so hard to explain. It just like really divides that line between what makes somebody a hero and what makes them a villain. And I realized in this book, literally while I was in the shower last night, I had this like realization. A huge theme of this book, at least to me, I thought about this, but I don't know if this is what she intended, but like that's what I thought. Power corrupts. Power and too much power is a corrupting force. I wrote so many goddamn essays on that when I was in high school. Not because I was really interested in it at all, which I mean, like, I guess I kind of am. I wrote it mostly because it was really easy to pull real world examples for. I literally wrote the same topic in a different essay at least once a year for every English class I had in high school, so I'm familiar with the topic of power as a corrupting force. But this book is literally like, Marcella is literally like that theme in a nutshell. I am extremely happy that the first 2 books that I read for this readathon were 5-star reads for me. I'm so excited to get into Three Dark Crowns and Red Rising. Those are the 2 other books that I've never read. And then I'm really excited to reread A Darker Shade of Magic because Victoria Schwab and her writing, I'm just so excited. I'm so ready. I think it's kind of late. I should probably go. I think I'm getting delirious. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Actually, we'll catch up with you guys. We'll not forget and continue to film in the same exact spot again and let you know where I get to. So happy reading rush. Okay guys, so it is day 3 of the reading rush. I'm actually remembering to vlog this morning. I just started Three Dark Crowns and I just went ahead and picked up on chapter 2 because I had already read chapter 1 for the try a chapter video that I made, and I kind of still remember what happened. I did read the last few pages, but I just went ahead and continued on. So I did cheat a little bit, but not much, so we're just gonna pretend it didn't happen. But I'm on page 55 and I am on a there's hair in my mouth, hang on. I'm on a Mirabella chapter and I'm really liking how this is turning out. I'm really eager to know what the heck is gonna happen. I've got a long day of work ahead of me, so I don't think I'll be able to finish this book today as I have the other 2 books, but that's okay because I am off tomorrow and hopefully we'll get to read a lot more. For now, I'm just gonna take the next 10 minutes that I have before I have to leave for work and I'm gonna go ahead and read as much as I can. So I will catch you later. So I don't know when the last time that I did an update was, but I finished 4 books so far and it's day 5, so I am on the right track. I finished Three Dark Crowns and I gave it a 4-star just because I really like the world and like the plot and some of the characters, but other characters really pissed me off and made me mad, and things that people did made me mad, and some of it didn't make any sense, and so 4 stars. But I've heard that the second book gets better and then the series gets better as it goes on, so I'm really looking forward to continuing that because I want to know what's gonna happen, especially because it left off on a real big cliffhanger. I'm very eager to know. So then last night I just finished reading To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I meant to start this earlier on in the day, but it got to be around like 7 o'clock. I had done things all day. I was supposed to do something last night, but then the weather turned and I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. And so I sat around until 7 o'clock and I started this and I finished it at like midnight. I finished this whole book in like 5 hours. But it was a reread for me, so that's probably why. I just skimmed through a lot of it, but I did read it, just cute as I remember. And now I have to watch the Netflix movie to complete the watch of adaptation and read a book challenge. So I should do that at some point. And so today I have to work, but I thought that I would attempt to read A Darker Shade of Magic today. Anyway, this one could have counted for the like book that with more than 5 words in the title, and also I read this in this spot on the couch the entire night. So I just gave myself those 2 badges anyway, just in case I don't get around to the other books. But I'm like crossing my fingers and hoping that I finish the other books. So wish me luck there. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can of this one today, so wish me luck.
She's talking to her imaginary friends.
This is why I don't vlog in front of you guys.
She texted me and she said away, far, far away.
Hello everyone. So I just got back from work and I have realized I have been god-awful at vlogging this readathon. Though I have pretty well succeeded at the readathon so far, I've been awful at vlogging, so I'm very glad that I didn't try to do daily vlogs because that genuinely would not have worked. So it's Saturday and today is, I think, day 6 of the readathon, of the reading rush. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday is the 6th day. So tomorrow is the very last day. and I finished 5 books. If they were like 5 full books, I definitely wouldn't be able to finish tomorrow, but since one is still a graphic novel, I still haven't read Nimona, so I've like saved it to the end, which has helped because I feel like I don't have as much to read now. So I did end up finishing To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I think I talked about that. Haven't watched the film yet though, so maybe I'll do that tonight. Yesterday I started my A Darker Shade of Magic reread, and I got like 200 pages like halfway through, and then I went to sleep, woke up today, and I've been reading throughout the day today, and I finished it at about like 5 o'clock. And I have been working, by the way, so I did finish this at work, but I finished it, and it was, again, 5 stars. Like, I cannot express to you how much I love this book. I got one of my coworkers at work to read the series, and she really loved it. And then I tried getting somebody else to read the series, and he said that he stopped at chapter 2 because he was too interested in a TV show. I say boo to you, sir. Boo to you. Honestly, every second that I was reading that book again, it just brought me back to the first time that I read it. There were so many details that I forgot about. So much foreshadowing toward just Lila in general, like, that I'm just like, I feel so stupid that I missed it. There's just foreshadowing everywhere. And so I think after I finish this readathon, I'm actually going to read book 2 and probably book 3, because now that I finally finished my reread, it's making me want to reread the rest. And A Conjuring of Light is definitely the one that I remember the least because I flew through it so fast because I needed to know what was gonna happen. But I loved it. I love Kel. I love Lila so much more now. I really, you know what, rereading it, I really wish that Rye had a bigger part in it, but I know that his character becomes more developed and more like clear and more of like a central figure in the story in like book 2 and 3. But like, I still wish that he had been like more. I don't know, they were too busy traveling between all the different Londons. They weren't really like stationed in Red London a whole lot, and when they were, it wasn't like around Rye, so it makes sense, but still. I'm like really tired right now for some reason, which is really weird because I got like 8 hours of sleep and I woke up like at 9:45, which is kind of late. Today was just like a really draining day at work, so I'm very eager to get out of these clothes, take a shower, and chill in my bed and watch To All the Boys I've Loved Before, the film, so I can at least mark the book and adaptation off of my list for the reading rush. I can't believe I've read 5 books. You know what? It just goes to show that if you really wanted to, you could read 30 books in 30 days. It would completely exhaust me, and I would have to do absolutely nothing but read all the time, but like, you could do it. I think I'm gonna get going and maybe update you guys later when I start watching the movie. Last day of the reading rush. Let's see what I can do. Hey guys, so it's currently the day after the reading rush is over. It is Monday, and I just wanted to update you guys on where I got to and close out this vlog. So here we go. So yesterday, I don't know what it was. I don't know if I was just burnt out from reading so much in so little time, or if I was just lazy in general, but I didn't do anything that I set out to do. I brought Red Rising to work. I brought Red Rising everywhere with me, and I just did not read it, and I don't know why. I didn't watch To All the Boys I've Loved Before, though I do want to rewatch it now that I reread the book. And I did not get to Nimona, which I'm very surprised about because it literally would have taken me like an hour to read it, but it is what it is. But focusing more on the positives, I read 5 books in about 5 to 6 days, which is crazy for me. It never happens, so I'm really proud of that and what I accomplished. I know this vlog was pretty uneventful, especially toward the end of the week, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching anyway. I read 3 5-star books and 2 4-star books, so I'm really happy that I enjoyed all of them, especially my rereads. I'm just super eager to start reading the rest of A Darker Shade of Magic so that I can remember everything that happens, because there was so much in the first story that I forgot about, so I'm really excited for that. Speaking of which, I just saw on either Instagram or Twitter that V.E. Schwab posted that she had a phone call with the Shades of Magic screenwriter, and I'm so excited. I want to see this movie, TV show, whatever it is going to be. I want to see it right now. I'm like literally like when I saw that, I started like screaming because I'm just so excited for it. So when that starts coming out, expect to see a lot of videos from me about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That kind of wraps up my reading rush. So I'm really happy I decided to participate because I knocked out like 5 books and it was wonderful. So if you guys read any really good books or you accomplished all of the tasks or even any of the tasks, let me know down below how your reading rush went. And I think that's gonna be the end of this vlog. So I gotta go to work in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna eat something real quick and then get going. Thank you guys so much for watching and for putting up with my uneventful vlog, and I will catch you later. Goodbye!